Good morning, it's me, I'm back. Finally, it's Stephanie Flath, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm here on Wednesday, June 1. Yay, it's my niece's birthday today. Set an alarm so I didn't forget to call her. um, I'm so happy to be here. Okay, so you can find me most any Wednesday morning, 10:30 a.m. I was gone last week. 10:30 a.m. On my Facebook business page here. Any other time you can find me on my website at dazzledbystamping.com. Hi Nancy, I'm so glad to see you. Excuse me. Hi Terri, I'm glad to see you too. Hi Cindy, I'm so glad to be here. I need a drink already. Hi Carrie. So did you guys survive without me last week? So I have things to share with you today. I'm focusing on in colors today, and I have one stamp set that it speaks to me. It's just adorable, and a project that I want to show you today too. Oh, I gotta make sure. I know I have my randomizer set, but I forgot to check. I think I just have two projects. No, I missed your live. Look forward to. I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, that makes me happy too, but you know, sorry I wasn't here for you. Okay, so I forgot all my procedures. Just a sec. I gotta pull me up here on my computer too, so that I can see comments while I'm working. Hi Jamie. See, I missed you when I was. Thank you. I love you guys. Oops. Okay. So I have comments now that I can see. I'm on the computer now. Okay, so I have some news to share with you. Actually, I got lots of news to share with you because today's a new month and new stuff going on. But so I'll start with sharing with you my vacation. It wasn't what we anticipated. So we got to the airport last Monday morning, not Memorial Day, last Monday morning, 5 a.m., and they'd canceled our flight. So it was because of weather. I don't know if I kind of didn't really pay attention to weather, except that I saw something on my phone like the night before. Didn't really think too much of it. But anyway, they canceled our flight, and they had us booked for the next morning to fly out. But we would have flown out to Charlotte, North Carolina. We would have flown through there and sat in that airport for 10.5 hours and got up to Maine Tuesday night instead of when we were going to be there Monday noon. So we made the decision to cancel it. So we canceled our Maine trip because we were missing like half the trip. Remember the lobster rolls I told you I was going to have? That was the first part of the trip, was where we had all these places picked out where we were going to have them. So, and lobstering, we would have missed that. I feel like this is. Sorry, I'm pausing a second. Can you hear me? Did I pause? Did I freeze? I don't see comments yet. Delay here too. Okay. So you can hear me now? You hear me now? All right. So did you intermittent pausing? No, you're good. Okay. So I don't know if you heard anything that I said. Oh, hi Cheryl. So did you hear what happened with our vacation yet? I'm just stopping because I have no idea what you heard. Receiving a message, waiting for a signal. Trip canceled. Yes. No lobster. Yes. I know, Cindy. I'm sorry. Okay, so Cheryl didn't get on. Okay, so we got there last Monday morning, 5 a.m., and our flight was canceled. So they had us booked on the next morning. We thought it was just going to be like a different flight a little bit later, but then we got up and it was the next morning. So they were going to fly us through Charlotte, and we were going to be sitting in the airport for 10.5 hours. And we're like, we would have missed 2 whole days of our trip, out of 6 that we had. So we canceled Maine, and we were, yay. I'm glad you can hear me. So we canceled Maine, and we fortunately had trip insurance, so we went back home. I napped in the chair because I got up at 3:30 in the morning instead of being up till that time. I know, it was so sad. But we tried to have good attitudes, and we came home, canceled. Todd was doing all the canceling because he had made all the reservations, and I was napping in and out on the chair. And then we were discussing other options. Well, we were discussing before we actually canceled it, because I told him, like, we could drive there, but we would still miss out on so much of the trip. And so anyway, we canceled it for now. We considered going in the fall. Fall is much more expensive. Their peak time is Memorial Day through fall, and so we have Maine in mind for next spring. Hopefully there's no thunderstorms and big storms then. So what we did instead, we knew that Todd knew, because he's the weatherman of the family, knew that we would have good weather for a couple days, and so we went up to Traverse City. Well, first of all, I told you that I was napping. We made our plans to Traverse City. We considered driving. I think I said that already. And we regrouped a little bit. We went to a late breakfast / lunch, came home, took a nap, and then we headed up to Traverse City. And it was actually a gorgeous, beautiful couple days. We love Traverse City. And we even went on, since we had in mind excursions like our lobstering excursion in Maine, we had in mind an excursion of some kind rather than just what are we going to do up in Traverse City. And so we actually did a Sleeping Bear Dunes excursion, which was way less work than actually doing the dunes. We were driven to a bluff here, or we actually did have some walking to do. I'm so out of shape and had to go. We had to climb hills, and everybody else was fine, but am I going in and out again? Anyway, it was a gorgeous day. We went on Tuesday. We did the excursion. We learned a whole lot of stuff about the lake ecosystem, the Michigan, all that kind of stuff. We learned so much. Oh, I feel like I'm going in and out again. Todd had an awesome idea. Okay, on this end. Okay, good. I saw that a comment was coming up, but then I couldn't. Okay, good. Thank you. But then I couldn't see the comment. It was taking a while to actually pop up. So Todd had a great idea. He said, look up lobster rolls in Traverse City. And so we did that, and we found a place that had them. Supposedly we went there and they didn't have them on their menu anymore. So no lobster roll in Traverse City. Then we tried looking them up in Grand Rapids, and there are a couple places that have them in Grand Rapids. So I did get a lobster roll. Excuse me. We went to Beacon Corner Bar, I think is what it's called. It's downtown. It's right next to Sanchez. Is that how you say it? Right on Fulton. Oh, it was amazing. I'll show you a picture later. I had to take a picture of the lobster roll I actually got. So just a hint, if you have any interest in trying it. So I tried what's considered the Connecticut style lobster roll, and it's one where it doesn't have the mayo, but it's warm and has butter. It's the lobster is poached in butter. Well, on the review I had read that it was a little bit dry. Yeah, I know, I love it, Jamie. I had heard that it was a little bit dry, or read that it was a little bit dry. So I asked the waiter, like, is this kind of, is it juicy? Does it have lots of butter, or could I maybe have butter on the side? And the waiter said, I'll bring you some butter on the side. So it was amazing. It was so good. And the fries are really good too, actually. Expensive. It was, it's a lobster roll. Of course it was expensive. But anyway, I got my lobster roll. I'm so happy. So we are talking about planning something for the fall, but not Maine. So we're still in talks about that. So we're hoping for Maine next spring. So, and we probably will make a longer trip, because then if we do miss something, we have more days or whatever. We were already feeling like Maine was going to be too few of days, like we tried to pack too much in, and so then to take more out was just not a good plan. So anyway, we hung out, and he took me out for dinner all the time. I love it. I still didn't have to cook too much. I did cook a little bit. Okay, so I know. I kept thinking of Jamie. I don't think that you would know her, but one of my customers, Barbara, she tried to go to Maine a couple different times, and she was jealous that I was going. And she's like, I guess it wasn't meant to be for some reason. And now I'm in her shoes. So I'm hoping it still happens. Okay, done gabbing. We're going to work on my randomizer. I have it loaded up. Oops, I need to do one thing here. Remove a name. Man, I haven't done this in 2 weeks. Okay. Right. Okay, so I'm starting my randomizer. For those of you who might be new to me and are watching, Deanna is my first winner. I still have her chocolate here. Deanna Edwards, congratulations. And I'm not going to see her next week like I'm supposed to. So I'm going to have to save her stuff or give it to her friends. For those of you who are new to me, when I'm crafting, I give away the things that I make. Excuse me. So the way that you're entered into the drawing for that is you have to share my video and then come back and comment on this video, on this this post, and tell me that you commented so that I know, oh, Terri, you're my second winner. So then I load everybody into my, I call it my randomizer. It's a random name picker website that I go to. The same every time. Hi, Jamie. Now I have two Jamies. Anyway, so if you want to be entered into my drawing for the things that I'm making today, make sure that you come back, and you're welcome. Make sure that you come back and comment that you shared. Okay, so I'm done with that. So I have two projects over there. I can't see what they are, but I think there's two projects over there to be sharing. So today I'm working with in colors. One of them I haven't worked with at all yet, which is Tahitian Tide. Have you guys seen all the new in colors? And I love it. It's so pretty. It reminds me of Tempting Turquoise. And the first stamp set that I'm going to work with, I'm actually using it on both projects, is this Simply Fabulous. I love how bold it is, and it's just fun. It's not a bundle, it's just a stamp set, and I just think it's too cute, and I'm going to use this. And I'm also using some dies that, I think it was a bundle in the last mini catalog. Well, I guess maybe, so the current mini catalog. I'm not sure. I would have to look at it. Now I don't remember. I think it is bundled with the stamp set Hello Beautiful in the current mini catalog that is about to, yeah, I know the font is fun. Hi, Kathy. So I'm using these dies. Actually, I'm using this biggest, is it a hexagon? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, hexagon. I'm using this biggest hexagon for for my stamping. I already have it die cut. I'm not showing that part. So I'm actually only going to be giving away one project today, which is this first one. The second one, just because of the nature of it, I'm not giving it away, but I just wanted to show you this fun idea. So, I'm going to, it's just been 2 weeks, I haven't done this. Okay, I have to do my magic here, use my magic wand, and I'm going to unbackward you and put you upside down, and then I'll tip you down. Okay, here I am. All right, so here are my pieces that I'm going to use for my card. Aren't they cool? I love these colors. Okay, so these designer papers are all from the same pack, same stack. I always call this size a stack, or maybe it's when it's the, like, these are the newest in colors, or it's available in last year's in colors, or the set that didn't retire, or brights or neutrals or whatever. I call that a DSP or designer paper stack. So there's oops, I have this backwards like that. So in there's this plaid, which also has polka dots. Actually, they're not completely dots. They're actually tiny little hexagons, I realized later. And then there's the stripes, and then the back is the flowers. So in the in colors, you actually get 4 of each sheet. And these are obviously front and back. So I'm using this, and then this is Tahitian Tide, this is Parakeet Party, this is Starry Sky. Excuse me. So I'm just going to do a little bit of stamping on this hexagon here. I'm starting with Parakeet Party, and I chose these flower stems that they look like they are to tulips. And then there's Tahitian Tide I'm using with, these are the tulips, but they kind of are like hearts, but I think they're supposed to be tulips. That's what I'm calling them. Ooh, that was a fun thing I just remembered from our trip up to, yay, so cute. Our trip up to Traverse City. So because of it being so close to the water, the excuse me, everything slows down. Both the this thank you is from the stamp set too. Both from the cooling down and the warming up. So when we went up I about said upstairs. When we went up to Traverse City, isn't that cute? They still had tulips blooming. They were, oh, where were we? There were great big rows and rows of tulips that somebody had planted in an area. I don't remember where it was exactly. But it was cool to see them still in full bloom when we got there. And then that's also why the colors turned so much later in the fall, because it hasn't cooled down as quickly as oh, I forgot. Man, I'm forgetting everything. I don't even know where it went. Oh, it wasn't far. I needed my silicone mat so that I can get this started and not stick to everything. So it cools down less quickly because of the water next to it. So I'm putting this down as a layer for my designer paper. So anyway, it was just cool to see the tulips up there. I kept forgetting which side I wanted and had to look at the other side. Okay, so this is the starry sky. And then, oh, I want this one next. Because it's the Tahitian tide that I'm stamping on, I don't want it right at the edge. It'll be too much Tahitian tide. And then I want the stripe showing for this one. So this is the parakeet party. There we go. And then for this, I went dimensionals, which I know are buried here somewhere. I kept them close. So while I'm doing this, I should share with you some stuff that's going on, so I don't have to save it all till later and then just gab at you longer. So I'm just putting 4 dimensionals in the back here. So today started, well, I have a retired list for you today from the mini catalog. I'm gonna put this here. You might have seen it other places. I have one that is that's not the one that I want. I just dropped the one that I wanted. Just a second. It has big letters, and these are our in color decorative matte dots. And I want to put this on here. So I think I'm going to match up the colors rather than mix them up. So I'm going to go with a big one here. And there aren't medium ones, so I'm just going to go with big one here. And then a small one here. Are they kind of lined up? There we go. So here's my card. Oh, these colors don't show well on camera. All right, when I pull the camera back up, I'll show it to you. You know that. Anyway, so I have a retired list to share with you. And then, so here's all of the, I'm not sure if I've shown you these before. So these are the newest in colors on these decorative matte dots. So Sweet Sorbet, Parakeet Party, Tahitian Tide, Starry Sky, and what's the Oasis one? Orchid Oasis. So you can tell that there's a big size and a small size, and they're kind of ombre. So the darkest on this end, they go lighter on that end. So I'm done with this card. So the retired list, by the end of the month, they will no longer be available. If they're not if they're on the list, they'll be gone. If they're not in the full catalog, which you already have, they will be gone. And so that is one thing. Another thing is we have a, what's it called? Thank you, Jamie and Cindy. Kits. The kits that you can find pretty much only online now. Not the paper pumpkin kits, but the regular kits. They are buy one, get one half off this month only. So that's a fun promotion. Okay, so I have this, thank you for sharing, Jamie. So I have this project. I should have told you about it when you had my face, but it is a cute little money holder for that I made for a friend of ours. She graduated. Thank you for sharing, girls. She graduated this month, and we sent her a gift, and we heard that she likes fives and tens and 20s don't mean as much as I'll say tens and 20s don't mean as much as dollar bills or smaller bills, because then she has more in her hand. So I made this project to share with her. I sort of had the idea from a customer of mine from several years ago. She did this. So what I'm going to do is put money in this little box that I'm going to make, and I'll show you what's cool about this. So how wide you do this sort of depends on how much you're doing, and you'll see what I mean by that in a little bit. But for right now, I'm going to tell you this is 5.5 inches wide for what I'm doing, and long, and 4.5 inches wide. So I'll show you my score lines here. So I scored it at 1 inch all this way, and then with a 1/2 inch left, and then 1 inch from, hi Kyra, and then 1 inch from this end and 1 inch from this end. So my box will end up being 1 inch in diameter. Is that right? Yeah, 1 inch in diameter, and I needed my ends to be the same way. So I'm not going to do all these because I have one done already, but I'm just going to show you. So on all of the score lines to the next score line, you're going to cut on the score line to the next one. I'll show you on the side so you can see it. So I cut on this score line to this one. Does that make sense? So I did it on all those lines. And then this little box right here, I'll show you on this side. I'm going to cut this out. We don't need this little box, or rectangle, I guess I should say. So we don't need this skinny little tab on either end. Okay, so this is what it looks like when I'm ready to score it, or when, oh, I can't do it this way. When I'm ready to fold it on all the score lines. That's what it looks like. All of these will be cut, okay? So I'm going to set that aside. So I already have this one that I did cut everything, and I put the tear and tape on here. I put it on I put it on 3 of the ends. I kept 2 of them. 2 of them will be the outside, so they will not need tear and tape on it, and this flap obviously needs it to be tucked in. So before I put it all together, I'm going to do a little stamping on it. So I'm using the same stamp set. I have Let's Celebrate. Just a second, I need a quick drink. I have Let's Celebrate from this Simply Fabulous stamp set again. And then well, I'll do that first and then I'll show you the next one. So I'm wanting to decorate this box. But obviously if the ends are going to be tucked in, they don't need so much design. You know, they're just going to be covered up. So I have Let's Celebrate. Can you see it? Sorry, from my vantage point, it always seems like you guys can't see this color. I actually think I want one more. Going across my tear and tape here. Trying to cover up any holes. Okay, so I have Let's Celebrate all over here. And then the next thing that I want to do, you know that I love a mix of fonts, and I love, oh, I don't know how to explain it, like stamp over situations. So I'm using this, oh, I forgot to bring out this stamp set, just a sec. So this Happy and Heartfelt stamp set is definitely going away. It's not in the next catalog. So if you love it, you need to get it now. So I have congratulations from here. So I have a big chunky printed font, and then I have a thin little script font that I'm sort of overlaying on the Let's Celebrate. It can go right over it. It can go in between it. I'm sort of doing a combination of both. We're just gonna celebrate like crazy. I want on here more and here more. Okay. So I have all of my, got to be careful. I'm stamping on my tear and tape, and I don't want to rub this off and then get black on my or any other color on my project. Okay, so now here's the crazy thing that I'm doing. So I'm actually going to make this into a roll of money. And I guess I'll do the roll of money first, and then I'll show you what I'm doing from there. Okay, so I already have these ones here that I taped together. And I'm going to tape one more on here, show you what I'm doing. Oh, where'd my tape go? Oh, here it is. So, for some reason, we always have this wide Scotch tape in the house. I always like it for gift wrapping and whatever, and it works really well for this because you have a nice wide piece that's going on here. So I'm putting it on here. By the way, it does come off of it just fine. It's funny, I've read a story about money in the US, dollar bills in the US, and it's like, it's paper, but it's linen, but it's, I don't know, it's just crazy. Like, it can go through the wash and not be in a crumpled pile of paper when it comes out. So, I have these all together, and I'm just using a pen to get it started. and I'm going to roll it up. Oh, you know what? I want to roll it this way. Sorry. I forgot my plan. So this is perfect for, I think my customer did it for her grandkids. I don't know if it was for Christmas. I don't think it was birthdays. I think she did it for several of them, but I'm not really sure. So once you get it started, you can go a little bit faster. Though not too fast, because I just lost it. So how tight it is sort of depends on how tight you want it or how big of a box you're making. I'm not worried really how tight it is because I put many more dollars in the gift that I made that was this dimension. Alright, so I have this and I'm just going to slide it off the pen, but I don't want to do that right now. So for right now, I'm going to set it aside and put something on it so that it holds it. Just don't know what. Because I'm trying to show you the pieces. Okay, so here's my project. I need to pull that out, and I'm using another bundle, specifically one die, but I'm going to show you the whole bundle so that you see it together. So He's All That bundle. It's obviously masculine. Has these dies that go with it. And this one right here, Love This Guy, has an arrow die that goes with it. Now, we used to have a punch that would have been perfect for this, but I'm using this die. So what I'm going to do is I made sure to measure. This has to be 3.5 inches wide, and you have just a little bit on the edge right here that's going to be still intact. I'm going to die cut this and then turn it around and put it in that hole and die cut it again. Okay? I'm not sure that you're going to be able to see that, or I'll be able to show that on camera. I thought about doing this ahead of time, but I wanted to get all my stamping done first. So I'm going to quick do this. And I'm using my big machine because this is too wide for the smaller one, the way that I have this. Alright. Yeah, you can't. I don't think that you can. Oh, maybe you can see it. Okay, so I'm putting this on here. I need to stand up so that I can make sure that I get this straight. Using my left hand isn't a good idea. Okay, so there's my hole so far. Now, I want to extend this hole. Now, you could do this with a punch also, like if there's a tag sort of punch or whatever. We used to have this tag punch, I forgot what it was called. Hopefully I have that in mind. If it's not mine, it'll just be a little bit uneven. Thanks, Jamie. You have a good week, too. Okay. So here's my project. It's just a tiny bit off. Okay. So now I'll show you what I mean. Pulling my money off here. So this is going to be able to come through like this. Okay? So that's the reason for the hole. Now I'm going to put some of this together. Make sure I'm scored well. I don't remember how I did this. I did it quick before we were going to leave for vacation because I wanted to get it in the mail. Alright, so I'm going to take this off. See you Saturday, Cindy. Alright, and then, so I have it tucked in there. So I'm going to close up my box. I can't make it flat because I have this roll in here. Maybe there's an easier way to do this, I don't know. But this is how I did it, basically. Ah! I'm not making this look very easy, am I? I have to get it lined up. There we go. I don't want to lose the tail inside. Now, the person that originally gave me this idea, she used a dowel or something and had it inside there. I didn't have that or know how I wanted to do that. Alright, so now I have to get these off the end. I was afraid to take them off before and then have it all get stuck together. But I guess I should have done it. One more. Okay, so I'm going to tuck in my two ends tabs that are opposite each other that both have the adhesive on it. Then I'm going to tuck my last one that has it and the one that doesn't. So I have my end done. Now I can do this end better. Alright, take these off. Okay, so again, tucking the two in that both have the adhesive on it, then the third one that does, and the last one that does not. So then I have this little money holder, and look. It was awesome. Her mom, when I sent this, her mom sent a video of it and it just kept coming and coming and coming. I loved it. Anyway, this was just a fun way to package money if you wanted to give a bunch of bills. And I just thought I would share that. Okay, I'm going to pop you up quick. I'm going to upside down you, put you backwards, tip you, and here we go. Okay, so I think that you could see this okay. I'm just going to end up taking this, pulling this all the way out. I'm not sure if you can get it back in or not. But anyway, so I know my kids would have loved that sort of thing when the size of money that they would want now, I wouldn't want to do it that way. Excuse me. Okay. And so here's my first card that I made. That one dot is seeming off. Okay, there we go. So here's the first card that I made. Just cute and simple. You know I love designer paper. Okay, so I told you, so as demonstrators, by the way, we get to pre-order today. I haven't done that yet. I need to do that. We get to pre-order from the new mini catalog that is going to be coming. I remembered to finalize my list for sending all of you guys catalogs. So July will start a new mini catalog, which is the holiday catalog, and Oops. I moved my computer. And celebration starts. It's July and August again. So you guys will be getting catalogs like the middle of this month or something like that. And as demonstrators, we get to pre-order from it. So that's very much fun. And, oh, I want to show you. So I think I mentioned this, but I don't think that I had it before. So Stampin' Up! Put together, they made tumblers. Did I show you this already? This tumbler, it's probably 20 ounces. I don't remember now. So it's available even for you guys to order. They are available, there's glimmer. Can you see that it's shimmery, or does it just look reflective? Oh, there, now you can see the glimmer. The shimmer. So it's available, they're glimmer. They're available in all 5 of the newest in colors. So I love that they made them available to you guys too. So you guys can, you can buy them too. I honestly haven't used mine yet. I love this one so much. It doesn't come with a straw, and I love this one so much that only I can get. I use it all the time. I like a straw. All right, what else do I need to tell you? I thought I saw a comment come up, but now I don't see it. No comment. Okay, so what's the word? What is that word? Buy one, get one free. Kits. I couldn't think of the word kits. Kits are buy one, get one free this month. And there will be a retired list that I will be posting for the mini catalog that we have right now. And middle of this month, you guys will be getting new mini catalogs from for the holidays and celebration. So I think that's it. I think that's all I have to share with you today. There may be more. I'm still getting, this is the first posting or anything that I've done since vacation. So I had all my posts ready before vacation so they could just go on while I was busy. So, oh, fun. I hope they are a good crop this year for you, Marcia. Okay, thank you so much for joining me. Remember, if you want to win this card or be in the drawing, you need to share my video and then tell me that you shared it. Oh, you missed it again. Oh, man. Yes, see you Saturday, Terri and Marlene, and Cindy already told me and said goodbye. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you again next week. Bye.